I'm ready when you are, dog.
What up, people? This is Shamar from the Shamar or T Bass and Shamar show, excuse me.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? What's going on out there? We're here to talk about the game. We're here to talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we wanted to get in a little Super Bowl conversation. You know, this is our Super Bowl podcast.
Right.
You know, all the contenders have been determined.
Right.
You know, I see you got on your championship T-shirt there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I got on last year's Super Bowl T-shirt. I went and got that just because that was the first time we had two black quarterbacks contending in the Super Bowl.
Right.
And now we got that again.
Yeah. So what you think?
I think it's gonna be a good game. I think both teams are evenly matched. I think the onus is on you guys to take it from the champions and the Chiefs. You know, yeah, man. I think it, but I think you can do it. And I'm rocking with the Eagles.
Yeah, I absolutely believe they can do. I believe the defense should be good enough to sack Mahomes a couple times and make him punt a couple times. I'll tell you this though. I learned this today, and I was like, wow, what kind of mess? Like,
what's up?
So apparently, Jalen Carter, their best defender,
right,
is sick.
Yeah,
and he got sick, and then it said that the sickness is starting to spread throughout the team.
Oh.
I'm like, come on, man, really? Are you kidding me?
But that's Super Bowl stuff, man. Like,
are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I'm going Eagles.
I am too.
I'm
regardless to all of that, Philadelphia should be able to play some good D on them. That's because I'm not concerned about the offense.
Yeah,
the offense is going to do what the offense do.
Right.
I'm not expecting 35, 40 points, but I expect
them to score over
20. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are a good defense.
27-24. I don't know. 27-24.
That's what I had.
27-24.
Yeah. Philly. Okay. Something like that. 24-21 Philly.
To be honest, y'all need to win by a touchdown.
This may be true.
Y'all need to win by a touchdown because the one thing I will say about Patrick Mahomes and those Chiefs, they know how to win a close game.
I mean, when you got the help from the refs, you always win close games.
I mean, man, like there's...
No, but they've been winning for years and years.
Look here. Okay, so even the Buffalo Bills thing, right? We saw a little something kind of shaky there. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and try to front on and lie on it. But at the end of the day,
they won.
You got the ball back, and you had your destiny in your hands.
And you sure did.
So if you don't get it done,
that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you, dude. So so I can't sit up here in front on the Chiefs like that, and they do it like that.
I'm just talking mess. I mean, the truth of the matter is, the Chiefs been winning for years without those refs.
Right.
I remember when they had a call against them.
But we're not letting y'all off the hook either, bro.
No,
like we're not letting y'all off the hook.
Y'all get help.
Some of that stuff be looking kind of shaky sometimes, and it's like, man, you can't do that. You just can't, especially when it becomes a consistent thing. It messes with the credibility. And Roger Goodell is gonna say whatever he wants to say because he's the NFL commissioner. Well, we're most certainly not cheating. No, I'm sure you're not, bro. I'm sure that's usually how scandals happen. Nobody knows what's going on. You know what I mean? But I hope it's a clean game. I want to see a clean game, and yeah, man, and we're going to determine, who's the best. Hey, there's an interesting stat though. I got to put this out there. So they had this statistic on the QBs who've thrown the most yardage in the Super Bowl, and number one in that category was Tom Brady.
Of course, because he done been 10 of them.
Tom Brady got 4,000 yards, 3,900 X amount of yards, right? The next person down was Kirk Warner. Guess how many yards he got?
Like 2,000 or something like that?
About 1,900 yards.
Yeah, because Tom Brady been to the Super Bowl 10 times.
I keep forgetting about that. Okay, look, and then, so Mahomes will probably be second chasing Tom Brady after this Super Bowl. I think he's only like 50 yards behind Kirk Warner or something like that. So if he has that means
Mahomes have to make more Super Bowls.
Right. But I'm just looking at. I'm like, dude, this dude is 2,000 yards ahead of the competition.
If Mahomes were to make more Super Bowls, I think 2 more would be the most he would get to. Or
we don't know.
But this is my mind. I'm thinking that once Andy Reid retires, that Super Bowl run is over.
Like you said, okay, so Tom Brady went to what, 7? He got 7.
Was it 7?
He got 7 rings.
He got 7 rings, but he went to 10.
Right. But I'm just saying he got 7 rings.
Right.
So Mahomes, say they did, and I'm not saying that I want him to, but say they did win this Super Bowl. He's got 4 rings, right?
Yes.
He'll have 4. He'll have 4 rings, or will he have his? He'll have 4. He'll have 4 rings. He'll have 4 rings, and so and then 2 more is conceivable. I don't know about 3.
4,000 yards in the.
No. Not that he'll get 4. I was just going on Super Bowl trophies at that point.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm saying, like, to get 4,000 yards.
Oh, he got to play.
Tom Brady played in 10 Super Bowls to accomplish that.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, it's like, so that means win or loss, you're getting yards, right?
Right.
And that means that Mahomes would have to, in order to catch him, he would have to be in close to 10 Super Bowls, which he's been in 5, so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's halfway there.
Yeah. I don't want to see that happen.
Honestly, I don't care.
Because in order to see that happen, that means we're not in me. That we're not in me.
Oh, yeah, right.
That means the Raiders.
And I was just getting ready to say, honestly, I don't care so long as Philadelphia is in some of them 5, some of the rest. You don't really care. Right. Like, so in my mind, I think this team currently, as it stands, will make 2 more Super Bowls.
Okay, so you're saying the Eagles are going to whether it's Jalen Hurts or not, you're saying that we're going to see 2 more Super Bowl appearances.
No, I said with the team as it stands. So with Jalen Hurts,
you think that he'll get at least 2 more appearances in the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
and we'll see.
Now, the only thing that I could see stopping that would be in my own division.
And the only reason why I said we'll see is because we had that conversation earlier today when we were talking about the modern era and how a lot of these guys just go a lot, right? But the reality is that if you get 1 or 2 Super Bowl appearances in your career, you've had a pretty good career.
People don't be understanding that.
You know what I mean? Now we're spoiled because we got LeBron James always going to the NBA championships. You got Michael Jordan. You got Kobe Bryant.
But if you notice, these are singular people,
right?
But you're not saying multiple people went to all these different championships,
right? And so that's the thing is like. I mean, some guys are happy if they win 1 Super Bowl in their whole career.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You win 2 or 3, you definitely a Hall of Famer. Although they're questioning if Eli is a Hall of Famer, but he got 2 Super Bowl rings against Tom Brady.
In any sport, your measurement is always a championship.
100%.
So in every sport, if you reach the championship even once in your life,
right,
that's an accomplishment.
Right. Because if exactly. I mean,
here it is. They comparing Jalen Hurts to Herbert. Are you kidding me?
Herbert?
This fool been in the Super Bowl twice. Herbert ain't even sniffed he barely in the playoffs.
That's right.
Like some of these guys,
I'm not
feeling it.
I don't know what it is about Jalen Hurts, but definitely the media. You don't even hardly hear that Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls, right? Like
2 Super Bowls in 5 years that's only
great.
like 8 quarterbacks ever have done that.
Right.
Mahomes is one of them.
Right.
But then Jalen Hurts is part of that crowd.
Right.
But out of all these people that are playing football, none of these people, Josh Allen, he ain't part of this crowd.
Right, because he ain't been yet.
He
can't get over
and
the hump.
He's been well over 5 years. He's 7 years, 8 years.
Unfortunately, Patrick Mahomes, I was thinking about this the other day too. I was just driving and I was thinking about this. I was like, you know who Patrick Mahomes is turning into? He's turning into Michael Jordan.
If I hear that one more time.
I was like, Patrick Mahomes is morphing into Michael Jordan. And the reason why I say that is because you got all these phenomenal guys. You got Lamar Jackson. You got Josh Allen.
It's hard to make that comparison.
Wait, let me finish. And then I know you don't want to hear it, but let me finish my point. And in some ways, Jalen Hurts.
It don't hurt.
He may be the guy. The point is that he may be the guy standing in the way of a lot of other guys. And a lot of other guys
in that sense,
greatness.
Yes.
Because Jordan denied Barkley, he denied Ewing, he denied Karl Malone. He stood in the way of a lot of guys who would have probably had rings. And so that's why I'm kind of starting to say, Patrick Mahomes is kind of turning into Jordan a little bit. Even in the dominance phase.
I guess.
We'll see. That's not to say I'm pulling for him.
Jordan just was different.
Exactly.
The only person that I ever compared to Jordan, and it's not, most people would think, what?
Well, there's only two people who've been compared to Jordan.
Who?
And it's Kobe and LeBron.
Okay.
Those are the only two people that have ever been compared to Jordan.
There's only one person that I ever really compared to Jordan.
Right.
Tiger Woods.
Okay.
That's who I compared to Jordan.
I got you.
And in my mind,
that's a total dominance of the sport.
And in my mind,
period.
This guy, Pat Mahomes,
right?
3 years from now, if he's still doing the same stuff,
then he is.
I'm gonna be like, damn, he's in that Jordan Tiger Woods area. Well, he's headed there.
Well, and
Jordan and Tiger Woods were on some other stuff,
and we did leave Brady out of the conversation.
But you see, here's the problem with Brady. 3 of them is cheating.
Right. And so
you guys got caught cheating.
I was gonna bring that up. I was like, nah, dude. Like, but a couple of your chips are. But then again, you got to think about it though. Even if you take away 3, he's still been there 7 times.
I get that.
Damn.
I get that. But you got caught cheating twice.
Right.
So your first 2 or 3, you was caught cheating, stealing playbooks.
Right.
Then you had the deflate gate thing. So how many times were you flattening balls?
Yeah.
For how many games? So we only know that the game that you did it at, but how many did you do that for 2 years, 3 years?
And then
how long you been doing that? Your whole career?
And then Marshawn Lynch is like, I don't even know why my coach sorted me out like that. You would have had one less.
Man.
I mean, if they didn't just give me the ball. I mean, you should have got on some Jim Brown stuff. You know what I mean?
So anyway. Tom Brady, he can't leave him out of that conversation of greatness because he obviously had a great career, and he did, and he was a good quarterback.
And you look at those numbers, and I was like, damn, how many more? I was like 2,000. Like the next runner up is 2. Like, and this is so. Here's what makes it so phenomenal too. You're talking about Terry Bradshaw being in that list. You're talking about Joe Montana being in that list. You're talking about you're talking about all those great quarterbacks, right? And you're like, damn, this dude is like that much further ahead of the competition. So it's just,
and another thing about, so say this doesn't apply to Tiger Woods because Tiger Woods doesn't play a team sport.
Right.
But he was as dominant, every bit as dominant as Michael Jordan in his time.
I get you.
But the thing about when you compare Pat Mahomes and Michael Jordan, and some people would disagree with me with this.
Okay, let me hear it.
But in my mind, and some people will say, well, he didn't have great receivers last year. And bullshit.
No.
Stop that.
Yeah, they've always got a squad.
Yeah, he had Travis Kelce. At one point, he had Tyreek Hill.
They've always got a squad.
And he's basically had Travis Kelce his whole career.
Right.
He had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce pretty much for the first portion of his career.
No, they got squad.
And so my thing is you didn't dominate on your own. You had other players that were dominant on your team.
Yeah, but it's a team
Michael
sport.
Jordan flat out dominated with nobody on his team.
Well, you can't say that.
Averaging 33 points.
Well, but he wasn't a champion then.
That's not what I'm. Neither was Mahomes. He wasn't a champion yet.
No, but he's a champion now. And when Michael Jordan got to his championship level,
what I'm trying to say is Tom Brady. This is one thing I can't. Tom Brady did it without great receivers.
I don't know. He had some pretty damn nice receivers too, bro.
I mean, there was some ships in there where his receivers weren't that good.
Okay, no, in his early ones, but them later ones, I'm like, I'm sorry,
because he had Edelman and some of these other guys, Gronk.
Right.
But there was a couple of times in there where they weren't necessarily that great.
Right.
When they first started off.
Right.
And he, we would always say that he throw them open.
Right.
And I'm not saying Pat Mahomes don't do that.
Right.
But when you got Tyreek Hill, who's like he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. You got Travis Kelce, who's obviously going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
and you had them from your rookie
and
year.
And they got
Michael Jordan.
Right.
He started off with basically no one. He was dominating the sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think if Pat Mahomes doesn't have Tyreek Hill and Jason or Travis Kelce,
right,
he doesn't dominate that way.
Right.
I think that you came in a perfect storm where you had a great
He's part of the perfect storm.
Or part of the perfect storm.
He's part of
you
the
had
perfect
a perfect
storm.
coach. Michael Jordan was dominating without Phil Jackson.
Yeah,
he's not dominating without Andy Reid.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna do it without Andy Reid. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, but
Andy Reid brings us up. There ain't no bet, nothing. We're not comparing him to Michael Jordan.
Listen.
We're just not comparing him to Michael Jordan.
Okay. You can't live with that comparison. No. I'm going to end the conversation.
Not for another 3 years. Right, 3 years he's still dominating this way. Then we said like, damn.
When we said turning into, we didn't say R. We're saying
there are people that are saying that he is like Michael Jordan now.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't
stop.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Now, like I said,
anyway,
in 8 years we get to the point, and he's been to the championship 6 out of
the Raiders are not
6 out of 8 years.
They're not going to allow that.
7 out of 8, 9 years. Now I'm saying, damn, that dude dominated his sport. Like,
right.
But and he does it with different receivers. Travis Kelce retires.
Right.
Hopkins retires.
Right.
He doesn't have no like these great receivers. He's still in there throwing them and getting them to Super Bowl. Now I'm saying, you know what, you dominated. But
well, you know what? I'll say this, man.
You got great.
I'll say this. And I watch Patrick Mahomes, and I'm the kind of sports fan where I don't know. It's hard. Like, I've never really been on the hate tip, so I'm typically objective with my analysis on shit. And I gotta admit, man, the guy is smooth. He knows how to win. Yeah, he's smooth.
Good. Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm like, damn, like, this dude is crafty, man. Like, and in the big moments, he just shines in the big moments.
I think I'm being misunderstood.
No, you're not being misunderstood.
Because I like Pat Mahomes.
I know
I really do.
Yeah.
I would compare Pat Mahomes to Steph Curry.
Okay.
And Steph Curry is dominant in his own right.
Right.
He's not Michael Jordan.
Right.
But he is elite. He is like one of the best point guards to ever live in the face of the earth.
So, like you said, we got to get there because people always like to bring up Mike's name when they always like to bring up Mike's name when they start talking about dominance.
That type of grit. Michael Jordan had a certain type of grit.
I don't know.
I like Mahomes.
Listen, he's
like
kind of gritty though, bro. He's kind of gritty.
Mahomes is pretty boy like Curry.
No,
he ain't gritty.
He may look like a pretty boy. No, listen. No. You're getting personal.
I'm not. Michael Jordan. You hear the stories about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a person people didn't like.
No, I know.
That's not Pat Mahomes.
No. Not in that. Not in when you say gritty. Okay, so you're talking gritty on that level.
Like
I'm saying gritty.
Person.
I'm saying gritty on the field and gritty on the play. Patrick Mahomes plays hurt. Hey man.
No, Mahomes is great.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Yeah. He's a Hall of Fame player.
Right.
He's on the level of these guys when they were at a certain level. But he's got a minute for me. He's like, he's like Michael Jordan. He's got like 3 or 4 years for that for me.
I have a problem. Listen, I have a problem with anybody being compared to Michael Jordan and even LeBron James.
I don't compare LeBron.
And the only reason why we have such a problem with it is because we witnessed the dominance.
Exactly.
We were there, and nobody has won at even Magic, as dominant as Magic was. He wasn't even on Mike's level.
The only people that compare these new people to Michael Jordan are people that didn't grow up playing with or watching Michael Jordan.
At 100%.
So what you're doing is you're sitting here watching videotapes and clips, and you didn't live the moment.
Right.
Michael Jordan he transcended a sport. I mean, literally brought NBA to, like, you have Magic and you have Bird who brought the NBA back. In the 80s. 80s was a different time.
Right.
Michael Jordan came in. People are buying Michael Jordans till this day, and this dude's been retired for 20 years.
Exactly. I guess the NBA and the NFL will be happy with us. Both commissioners will be like, well, they talked about it all, man. They talked about because we started off with the NFL stuff, but for some kind of way we kind of segued into the NBA stuff. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game on Sunday, dog. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I'm hoping it's not a good game, but very likely it's going to be a good game.
Right. I know how you like to win. You like to win.
I would love to see Philly in a blowout.
Right.
But I'm very likely not going to see that.
Right.
I'm very likely
going to see
a nail biter.
Or you could. I mean, we really don't know until we play the game. Like some crazy stuff could happen.
I believe it.
Like some crazy stuff could happen. Like when Saquon broke open the game on the first play and just went and got a touchdown. And and got it going. So we really don't know, but everybody wants to see it, man. It's dope. It's dope. Oh, I was telling you that, yeah. So on the show, the next show we're gonna do, I got this interest that I have. Of course, everybody knows that I'm into Negro League baseball and that kind of stuff, but I also get into the memorabilia that they wore too. So I just acquired a bunch of Negro League authentic ball caps. And so I'm just gonna have a conversation just kind of on the gear, like the ball caps, and like what makes these things special? What makes this more special than a new era cap or whatever? You know what I mean? So, we're gonna kind of delve into that, on our next podcast.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, well, people, hold up. Before we stop the dial, before we hit the power button, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, so big trade.
We got to talk about this NBA stuff real quick.
Okay.
I've been hearing these analysts talking like what they'll say is after all of this, the Lakers still aren't championship contenders. They did just get a center. They got a legit 7-footer, which really, to me, that really seals the deal home. These guys are absolute championship contenders. And to me, when you put Luka Doncic, who is every bit of 260 pounds and like 6'6", at point guard, there's only one, maybe two people in the league that could like guard him legit one-on-one. At that position. Mm-hmm. And then you have to consider LeBron is basically one-on-one, not really that guardable.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out.
And Austin Reeves.
I'm not even gonna mention them. Just those two by themselves. This is a matchup nightmare. You can't, your best guards are going to be tired by the end of the game dealing with these guys.
So we got the Laker game going on in the background, and literally it's the first quarter they're playing the Dubs, and it was 20-8. It was 20-8.
Oh, this is going to be a smashing, bro.
So, and Luka Doncic and Jimmy Butler ain't even on the court yet. So yeah, man. Both organizations picked up some. They picked up some, because I'm hearing the same conversation with the Dubs, right? Like I'm literally just got out of the car on my way over here, and I'm listening to the Dubs got Jimmy Butler, but he doesn't really move the needle that much.
I think that, and so Jimmy Butler moves the needle, but when you got rid of all the extra players, it's like, well, now you got to play these 30-year-olds 30 plus minutes a night for the rest of the season.
I get it.
Oh no.
I don't know. I think that's a low management mentality that we've kind of fallen into. Most guys, no matter what their age, they wanted to be on the floor, right?
Well, yeah. But when you're playing 10 on 6,
that's
10
true.
on 7.
No, I got that part.
You just plain get tired, especially when all the rest of the legs is 22, 23, 24.
Right. Got you.
You know what I'm saying? They got endless energy, just that abundant energy.
Well, hey, it's excitement for both camps. I'll say that. Now, it's more excitement for your camp. No, there's just as much excitement for my camp. It's just as much excitement, bro.
You guys just really need a center.
Us getting Jimmy Butler, I'm like, okay, Warriors. Now we got something to talk about. Yeah, you gotta put some more stuff around it. You gotta build around it. But you got the kind of guy. I mean, if he plays for the Warriors the way he played in the East, the Warriors are kind of nasty again.
This is what I would imagine. That firstly, the Lakers are in contention for a championship this year, regardless.
Right.
But we have to we have to be a little bit more thoughtful in the sense that basketball goes on. Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry, as old as they are, they can still play ball.
Right.
All they need is the off season. Go get some other talent.
Right.
Dump off the people you got here.
Right.
And say, oh, we got Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. So now let's go get some young talent.
Yeah.
And then fill your roster out in the off season. And then next year will probably be their last hurrah because they're ancient. They're getting really old.
Yeah. They'll have to make some changes.
Because you look at Oklahoma City.
Right.
They're really young.
No, exactly. Houston
really,
too.
Really, Houston, they're super
Houston,
young.
Memphis.
Yeah, and young
teams.
legs beat old legs most of the time.
Yeah.
Especially in today's game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many rings will Steph end up with. I don't know. He's at 4 right now.
This is what I think
might happen. Can he get 6 rings? I don't know.
I think he might get 6 rings.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get 6 rings at the same time LeBron get his rings. I think that next year they might kick the tires on Steph Curry leaving.
Right.
And going to the Lakers. Not LeBron leaving and going anywhere.
Right.
But Steph Curry becoming a Laker.
It could happen, bro.
I think they might kick the tires.
Hey, listen, we didn't just witness.
And you get Luka, Steph, and LeBron.
Yeah, with some bigs. Yeah. I mean that could be nasty, bro.
Boy. All right, folks. Well, we did that. We had the podcast about that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We need to troll some of y'all Chiefs fans out there, namely Henry, namely Ibarra. He ain't scared of y'all, Mick and Fick.
Hey, listen, he been like this all week. I'm like, okay, so I get. I'm gonna have to get in between you two.
Wait, we ain't scared of y'all, Mickey Fickies. Bring it.
He wants it so bad.
Bring it. Let's go.
Don't talk about it. Be about it.